Third module, combinational circuit design. Before going to design the combinational circuit, first what is meant by combinational circuit? It is a type of circuit in which output is independent of time and only relies on the input present at that particular instant. This is what about combinational circuit. Now we'll design the combinational circuit. It is having the following steps. That is first step, set the truth table which specifies the output as a function of the input variables. That is the truth table. These are all the inputs and the output. In which if the combination values for the input variable can never occur. For example, if 0 0 can never occur, then the circuit inputs, the corresponding output value are set to be don't care. Okay. Next. Second step, derive simplified algebraic expressions for the output function using K-map, QM, Patrick's method, EVM as we have discussed in the module 2. By using that, we can simplify the given algebraic expression. And third step, when a circuit has two or more in outputs common terms in the output function, that means for example ABC in the output function y1 same as in the output function y2, the term ABC. If there exists the two or more common terms in the output function, then it can often be used to reduce the total number of gates. Next, fourth step, minimum two level and or. You can two level using two level, that is first and or you can use NAND circuit, can be realized using minimum sum of products SOP. Same as for POS, okay, two level or and or NOR circuit can be realized using minimum SOPs. This is how to design the combinational circuit. Now design the circuit with limited gate fan-in. That is, in practical logic design problems, the maximum number of inputs for a gate, that is suppose for example here maximum is 4, of each gate is limited. Depending on the type of gate, suppose take an example NOT gate, one input, one output. Likewise, depending on the type of the gate, it may limit the inputs, that is 2, 3, 4, 8 or some other number. If the two level realization for a circuit requires more gate inputs than allowed, then factoring the logic expression to obtain a multi level realization is necessary. See the example. This is the given expression, that is f of a b c d is equal to sigma m of 0, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. Draw the K map and place that 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 13, 15. This is 14. Okay, placing that and using the grouping, that is pair, we can design this and or. This is the expression you can design by using and or two level circuit. Now coming to gate delay. What is gate delay is when the logic gate is changed. That means logic gate inputs have changed but the output will not change instantaneously. For example, you are changing 0 0 input to 0 1. Actually, take an example OR gate. For 0 0 output is 0. For 0 1 it should change to 1. But in this gate delay, okay, because of some delay, the gates take a finite time to react a change in the input, so that the change in the gate output is delayed with respect to the input change. This is what the gate delay. Because of this gate delay, okay, we will get the wrong outputs. So this is said to be hazards in combinational logic. We'll see now What are the hazards? We are having different types of hazards. That is static one hazard. This is actually we need to get output 1, but it is for instance of time it will be 0. For a moment of time it will go to 0 when it should remain constant. But so this hazard is said to be static one hazard because we need to get output 1, but moment of time it is showing the output 0. See this 1, we should get 1, but it is going to 0 low. It is a static one hazard. Same as output should be 0, but for a momentary of time it is, because of gate delay, it is giving the output 1. That is okay 0. We should get 0, but it is going to 1. This is said to be static 0 hazard. And when coming to the next type, this is changing monetarily 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. The output may change 3 or more times. We say that the circuit is dynamic hazard. Now, how to find out this static hazard and what is the how to eliminate this static hazard? Now, we'll see what is the static hazard. This is the static hazard circuit. Okay, that means this is A B bar plus B C. This is the expression A. Okay, for AND gate A and connected with NOT gate B bar plus OR gate is connected B C. Here B is changing from 0 to 1. When B is changing from 0 to 1, okay, the value of F should be 1, but because of this NOT gate, there will be delay and we will get a glitch. Glitch can appear at the output F. That is 10 nanoseconds. We are considering the 10 nanosecond. See here, actually we need to get output F1 for this circuit. But because of this NOT gate, okay, delay, that is B is changing to 0. Before changing the D, actually E is changing, that is coming to low. After that D is changing to 1. So because of this delay, gate delay, we'll be getting 0 in the F, output F. This is the timing chart of the static one hazard. How we can eliminate this static one hazard? That is, first we need to detect the static one hazard. This is the two level AND OR circuit, okay, because AND OR only two levels. First, while detecting, okay, we need to consider the following steps. First, write down the SOP expression for the circuit. For this expression, we have written this SOP. And then plot the terms in a map. See, this is the K map. We have plotted that. Given SOP is plotted by placing ones. Then now check that if there exist any two adjacent ones which have never paired. Actually, this is overlapping, right? Duplication. We can pair this as well pair this. We'll get the minimum SOP. But to detect this and eliminate the static one hazard, why? Because B is changing from 0 to 1. It should not remain 1 as an output F. So, we need to again make a pair. This is loop. Adjacent ones. If there exists as adjacent ones, pair that. And now design the circuit. This is the how to eliminate the static one hazard. Now, this circuit is a hazard-free circuit. See here, already A, B bar, okay, is existing plus BC. Including these two, we got only another term, that is AC. Now, when B is changing from 0 to 1, AC remains constant. By this, always the F will get the 1 at the output. So, this is how to eliminate the hazard, as well how to detect the hazard in a given circuit. Same as hazard 0. There we have placed ones, but this is OR AND gate. So, place zeros wherever the given expression. Okay, the given expression is this. Write the zeros in place of that, and same process is repeated. Actually, the minimum POS is 0 0. By this we'll get the minimum POS. Okay, that is here B bar. So, B plus A, the minimum S for POS becomes A plus B into, by this we'll get BC, that means B bar plus C bar. This is the minimum POS. Okay, but in this again, see here B is changing to B bar. Yes, so we need to eliminate that by using again hazard free circuit. That means again, where there is adjacent zeros, loop it and add that for the circuit. That is, what is here? Here B is changing. So, C means C bar. Okay, plus A bar means A. Now, add this for this circuit. That means one more C bar plus A, and connect it to the AND gate. Now, we won't get any delay. This is how to design the hazard free circuit, that is static 0 hazard. Same as if there exists both static 1 and static 0 in a given circuit, then it is said to be dynamic. Decoder